Good morning, apple lovers. I want peace. I want to I want this. I want peace, Guys, the road is clear. My mom would say the road is clear. Good morning. How you all doing? Hope you had a wonderful night. I'm here writing out once again. And I just want to discuss this with you. It was a concept that actually I think I should be putting on. Let me get this. I want to discuss a concept with you. A concept that I think I didn't bring the listing home last night, so I'm going to go on door so that I am able to close the garage door. So I'm going to go front. Good morning, everyone. So you see, yesterday we were discussing, somebody asked transference and counter-transference. So I want to talk about that briefly this morning. Give me 5 minutes of your time. How was your night? I hope it was wonderful. So what is counter-transference and what is transference? Transference is the patient that is doing it. Counter-transference is the nurse, the doctor, the therapist, the person in authority that is doing it. So now that you get the concept, I want to tell you what they are. So transference is you have a patient that have mommy issues. Example, you have a patient that has daddy issues. As a result, they do what? They come to you, and because you are caring, you are nice to them, you want to see them do well, they now look at you like you are who? Their mother. And they want you to solve all the mommy problems they have for them. Or you have a person that they see their husband or their wife treating them in a certain way that somebody treated them. So as a result, they perceive that person in that lens. And whatever hatefulness they have in their heart about that person presents. And all that also can lead into what? Marital issues. The same way. So this is what I just explained to you. Is the transference itself. Okay, the transference itself, it is the patient or the person in lower authority, the subordinate that is that. Okay, like you are in therapy, is the patient that, let's say teachers, exactly, that's another good example. Teachers and students. So it is the students that does the transference because they are home, they don't have a loving parent, a loving father, a loving. So they see that person in that eye, in that lens. You see? Then when you come to, and it could be positive or negative, people. It could be positive or negative. They can see a teacher can do something and a student will be like, ooh, this teacher is mean. This is just how my dad is, or this is just how my mom is. So they build this resentfulness, and that is a blocker in relationship. That blocks their relationship with their teaching and learning. Student-teacher relationship get ruined. Let's say you have a young girl that was inappropriately touched in a home. Then they have a teacher also that is trying to do that. So these are things that the student displaces on the said teacher in authority, and it alters relationship. It blocks relationship. The teacher don't even have to do that. The teacher can probably say something that, and instantly they start perceiving the teacher or the person in authority as that person in their past or in their life that has done something to them. So that is transference. Transference is the person in lesser authority doing it. And then the counter transference is the provider, the nurse, the teacher, the nurse practitioner. You see how some teachers just hate students for no apparent reason. They just pick a student and say, this student there, I'm hating this student, and fails you. They just don't like you because when they at the sight of you, you look at somebody in their past. You work in the corrections, you work in the jail setting, and then you treating. Why do you want to work there when you are going to make sure that counter transference comes into play? You understand? You work in the jail. You know already that the people in the jail have, some crimes and that's why they are there. So now you went and look at their record and you realize that, oh, they have defiled a child that is maybe at the age of 2 months old or something. That brings a limit between you and them, a blocker between you and them, that you don't want to see them, you are despiteful of them, you don't want nothing to do with them. You don't even, it affects how much you provide empathetic care to these patients. You see, so counter-transference is a patient, is a nurse, a doctor, a nurse practitioner, a therapist that is doing it. They are displacing it. So because this person has defiled a child and is their patient, and maybe they were also defiled as a young girl or a young man in their life, in their past, in their childhood, they build this resentfulness towards this patient, and that affects how the relationship goes. It alters relationships. It alters healthy relationships. So for a therapist to be able to provide a kind, empathetic, problem-solving kind of care with a patient and have a healthy patient-client-provider relationship, you must make sure you are aware of your biases. Oh, you know how people have biases. Oh, African men are this. Oh, these people are this. You are aware and you are being mindful of your biases, and make sure you put your biases aside of the professional relationship you are building with this client. Otherwise, it affects you and affects the kind of services you provide to the patient. So just get these two concepts. One is being done by the patient or the client, and one is being done by the provider. The one being done by the patient is called transference. The one being done by the doctor, the nurse, the therapist, is called counter transference. I hope this helps. It helped. Somebody asked that yesterday when we were talking, so I thought I'd just strike the two differences. Okay, and we can add more examples in the future when we are doing teaching again. All right, I just wanted you to know the difference in this video. That's pretty much all I want you to know. What transference is, who is doing it. What counter transference is, who is doing it. And then how to make sure you are able to provide a healthy therapeutic relationship. You develop a healthy therapeutic relationship with your clients without letting any of that affect any of the transference. Or if you are mindful, you can sense when a patient is using transference, and you can redirect the patient. You understand? And let the patients not see you in that eye that they are trying to perceive you at, And then if you I'm doing well. Thank you so much, Miss Bowie. You see, so you make sure the patient is providing you with, is not doing that, and then you change your approach, and that helps. But most importantly, when it comes to counter transference, which is the provider doing that, it takes you to realizing your biases, realizing that just because this happened to you doesn't mean it's in your patient situation. It applies in your patient situation, and then you change your approaches, and that helps. Being mindful, being aware of your biases, putting your biases aside. This is the way to go. Okay, I love you guys. Have a wonderful morning. Kindly share this video to any nursing student, any, especially if somebody is already a nurse, they probably know this. Definitely they will know this because it's learned in nursing school. So your young kids that are trying to get into and even a provider, and this is just also a reminder to anybody that provides services, even as it alters the customer service rule. Let me put it simple that way. Transference and counter transference alters the customer service rule. Like you can go to you can be a business owner, and guess what, you have a client that come around, and the client is looking like somebody that was mean to you, rude to you, abusive to you, your narcissist in the past, based on their approach or their encounter, and you become despiseful. You be like that kind of thing. So instantly it alters and affects the client relationship, the business owner and the client relationship, if you want to apply it in the business setting. Yeah, so let's be mindful, people. Let's be mindful. Yeah, you know, there's some instant that somebody will be like, I'd rather keep my product than sell it to this person. That is what I'm talking about. Counter transference. What feelings, what is causing that feeling in the person that is making them want to be like, shoot, to deal with this person, I would rather deal with myself, or I'd rather stay away. I'd rather I'm better a loner than engaging with such a person, a specific person, because of something that they perceive about them that they probably have encountered in their past. See, so let's be mindful, people. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Wonderful day, everybody. Stay blessed and share this video. Okay, share this video and like it and subscribe to my channel. And like I said, you don't necessarily have to like me or like my content, but somebody may benefit from it. So if you share it, it is a way of supporting me. So kindly support me. Okay, kindly subscribe to support me. I appreciate you. Take care. Bye.